feel like you discovered your own private Italy. It's like Milan's older, cooler cousin. So do expect meals that feel like your Italian grandmother whipped them up in the kitchen. Italy is no secret. Millions flock every year to Rome, Venice, Florence, crowds, long lines, selfies. Yeah, sure, they're popular and for good reason. But what if I told you the places Italians love the most, you've probably never heard of? No, I'm not talking about hidden gems. I'm talking about entire regions and cities that deserve a spot on your itinerary. And stick around, because at the end of the video, I'll share with you that one place locals keep returning to that they secretly hope you don't discover. Puglia is Italy's best kept secret, and Italians know it. While everyone else crowds into Cinque Terre or the Amalfi Coast, the Italians head south, down to the heel of Italy's boot, to hilltop towns like Ostuni or the beautifully perched town of Polignano al Mare. There, the dramatic cliffs and the turquoise waters. But don't expect mega hotels and curated tourist trails, thank goodness. So do expect lazy lunches under olive groves, historic streets almost to yourself, and meals that feel like your Italian grandmother whipped them up in the kitchen. It's not flashy, it's genuine Italy. Puglia doesn't shout for your attention, it whispers in your ear and stills your heart. I made a whole video about how you can travel down to Bari, stay in the countryside in a private villa, your own swimming pool, and the olive grove to look out over. It is stunning, but let's keep the secret between us. Next stop, Turin, or Torino, a royal city hidden in plain sight. Do you know it was once the capital of Italy? I think the first capital of Italy, up there in the northwest. Stroll through the grand squares, look at the ornate palaces, and just soak it all in. But most tourists miss this city on their way to Milan or Venice. So, if you're a big fan of sophisticated vibe, legendary cafes, and chocolate, this could be the place for you. But for me, Turin, well, that means risotto, those long breadsticks, and gallons of Barolo wine. But Turin feels like a secret despite its grandeur. So if sipping wine in a piazza and dipping into a large plate of Italian creamy rice sounds good to you, don't pass this one by. It's like Milan's older, cooler cousin, but with half the crowds and twice the charm. And my pro tip for you, well, fly into Milan's Malpensa airport. It's nearly halfway between Milan and Torino, so the perfect airport to get you up to Turin. Now, picture Vienna on the Mediterranean. That's Trieste. And hold on, I have a special place for this city in my heart. I'll explain that story here in a minute. But this city, perched up there on the edge, the northeastern edge of Italy, feels both Italian and something entirely different. Elegant cafes, Austro-Hungarian style buildings, and a promenade square that opens up to the Adriatic Sea that the Italians truly adore and love. But most tourists miss Trieste and they never see it. So, you can sip espresso where Ernest Hemingway wrote Farewell to Arms, eat seafood by the water, and feel like you discovered your own private Italy. Oh, that story, why does it hold a special place in my heart? Well, the way I learned Italian, one of the ways when I was living in California was via Francesca, a private tutor I had. And she was from Trieste, and in fact it was one of the cities I first visited when I lived in Italy. I made a train trip up there in the northeast to Trieste, and I visited Francesca and her mother. She made handmade pasta for us. We ate that, we feasted, and then we made our way out to the Miramar Castle to check out the views. A lot of these stories I have in my regular email newsletter. There's a link down in the description that you can sign up with. with all sorts of goodies, hacks, and tricks that you can apply for your travels. Also, I share them on Patreon as well, in addition to the early access to my videos and all sorts of other goodies. As a patron, you'll get the good feeling of supporting me. Thank you. The Dolomites, pure drama without the audience. These peaks are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and frankly for me, the Alps at their best. Jagged peaks, picturesque trails, and scenes that seem straight out of a postcard. But most crowds bypass it on their way to the beaches or the lakes, as if it's signed there, Italians only, or Yankees go home. So if you're into mountain biking or hiking in the summer, skiing in the winter, or just simply sipping some wine and enjoying some local speck, I think this place could be the place for you up in the Dolomites. It's authentic, untouched, and feels exclusively Italian. Trust me, every path in the Dolomites leads straight to your camera roll. Down south, Sicily is the soul of Italy. Volcanoes, beaches, ruins, markets bursting at the seams with life, food that hit you straight in the heart. Yet somehow tourists label it as too far, too complicated. But for me, Sicily is 100% Italy the way it used to be. Sicily doesn't do subtle, it does spectacular. If you like the sounds of that, well, give this video the thumbs up down below. Also, have you subscribed? A lot of you aren't yet subscribed. Doing so supports me and the channel, getting these viewers out to other travel and food lovers like ourselves. Also, make sure you're not gonna miss out on any of the upcoming videos. So thank you. So start your Sicilian adventure in Palermo, fly down there, explore this city, Italy churned up to 11, get some street food, some arancini, head along the coast to the east to Cefalù, golden beaches and medieval sites all mixed into one. Or take a trip down to Agrigento, head south, go through the Valley of the Temples, and go to those white cliffs known as the Scale dei Turchi. It is absolutely stunning there on the southern part of the island. But if more of an adventure is your style, what you can do is fly into Catania. There, you can make a trip up to the top of Mount Etna, Europe's most active volcano. Don't get caught in hot lava. Do some hiking, go all around, and then later, another day, explore those black sand beaches there on the east coast of the island. Head to Taormina, a cliffside town, stunning. Sit back, chill with a glass of wine or a cannolo or 2 or 3 cannoli. Suck it all in, and this place, Sicily as a whole, will put Italy to shame. Do you remember earlier in the video when I said I'd share with you that one spot that Italians keep returning to? Well, the truth is, it's all of these that I shared with you in the video, because unlike those big cities, these places feel fresh every time you return to visit. But here's the thing, locals don't like that I share all these secret places. I revealed even more hidden places all across Italy. Are you curious? Good, because you'll definitely want to watch this video next.